right, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. I am the Lincoln Lawyer. Come on in, have a seat, have a drink, relax. Today, I'm going to do a brief video before I head out to the gym. We're going to talk about representation and who controls it, all right? Pretty basic topic, but unfortunately people are just not familiar with it and how it works, okay? Very basically, who controls representation? That's you. You're the client. You're paying for it, all right? Pretty freaking simple. Now, what is the lawyer's job? Once you retain him or her, he is supposed to apply the law to the facts. He's supposed to do some legal research if necessary. He's supposed to provide you with options as to potential courses of action and recommend the best course of action in your particular situation. If there is one, if there are choices, now your job is to select one of the options. Now, you don't actually have to select one of the options. You can go with a completely different option. That is totally your choice, okay? You don't have to go the recommended route, or you don't have to use one of the options. Now, the lawyer at this point has two options. She will likely explain to you why that's a bad selection. You don't want to do that. It might cost you later, etc., blah, blah, whatever. And the lawyer can also resign. Okay, that's up to the lawyer. Some lawyers have fragile egos. They're very sensitive. They don't like taking directions. They don't like listening to their clients. They want to do what they want to do. They don't want to talk about it. They're just going to do it without asking you. All right, now, a lot of people are apprehensive about asking questions and disputes with lawyers because they're very deferential. The lawyers know a lot, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever, fine. But you do have a right to ask questions, why certain options were given, why a certain course of action is recommended. You definitely have a right to ask reasonable questions, and the lawyer must respond to them as long as they're reasonable, they're not excessive, they're not stupid. And yeah, there's stupid people and there's stupid questions, unfortunately. I deal with it all the time, okay? So, now, don't start debating your lawyer, okay, as to points of law, as to legal issues. Don't start debating, all right? If you're filing a trademark, for example, and your lawyer recommends that you file in a certain class, a certain type of mark, it's been cleared, yada, yada, whatever. Don't start debating. Don't say, I want this filed in a different class, blah, blah, blah. I want you to file a different type of mark, okay? So that's just stupid, all right? I mean, we don't even have to talk about that. But in fact, I get this all the time from people who don't know what the hell they're talking about. But most frequently, clients will just reject and ignore my advice that is provided and that is paid for. And do I lose any sleep over it? Does my heart rate jump at all? Nah, it's okay with me. Do what you want to do. It doesn't matter to me. You know why? Because I know they'll be back later. I know they'll be back, and they'll be paying me more to fix whatever bullshit decision they made. And I don't take my clients' issues personally, or whatever choices they make. That is up to them. So that is part of the lesson. You need to make sure you're assertive with your counsel. Don't fight them, don't oppose them too much, ask reasonable questions, and they have to comply with your directives. Okay, whatever they may be, it doesn't matter, or they can resign. Now, final thing we need to discuss is that you need to stay on top of your freaking case. Whatever your matter is, you need to make sure you have the dates, you have all the deadlines, all the documents. You need to make sure that you're in constant contact with your counsel, and the counsel is responding in a timely manner. Generally, I would say anything more than 48, 72 hours, I would say that's excessive. They need to be in touch with you. So you need to make sure that you remind them of important deadlines. You need to make sure that they're preparing, okay, so that the date doesn't come around and they're like, oops, I had another case, I was preparing, blah, blah. well, that's not your problem. You're paying for them to handle it. So they need to be prepared. They need to make sure they're either there or they find someone else who can do it, or you find someone else who can do it. It's very simple, all right? So you'd be shocked. You'd be shocked. It's everything is very basic, but the profession is just such a mess. And there's a lack of amicable communication between attorneys and clients. So you need to make sure you stay on top of all your pleadings, your filings, your contracts, your closings, whatever may be coming up. You need to make sure that the attorney is aware of it. They might have software, they might have a secretary, they might have 2 secretaries. It doesn't matter. They fuck up. They fuck up all the damn time. They fuck up big time. Then they got to scramble right before the date that something is due. They got to ask the judge for an extension. They got to ask the other party for an extension and the delay. It's costing you money. So this is your matter, and nobody gives a fuck about your issue as much as you do. It's as simple as that. So you need to make sure you are on top of your own shit, all right? But don't start shit with the attorney if there isn't any, all right? Keep it friendly, keep it amicable, but be assertive. I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, any topics. Post below, like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Peace out.